Right now I'm in Loch Ness, and 2 weeks ago this picture was taken with an underwater scanner. See all these little dots? Those are fish. See this massive one? Tell me what that looks like. I'll give you a second. It looks like the Loch Ness Monster. And the picture was taken by this man, who estimates it to be
5 to 6 meters long.
So I'm gonna meet up with him and many other experts to try to find this thing. And I'm gonna do whatever it takes to see if this is just a scam, a tourist attraction, or if the Loch Ness Monster could actually exist. Real quick, in case you don't know, the Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie, is a creature people believe lives in this 23-mile-long lake, and most people think it looks like a dinosaur called a plesiosaur. But before talking to the guy with the sonar sighting, I wanted to investigate the other sightings and see what this creature is and see if there's any other evidence. So this is where the most recent sighting was. It's at a what's the name of the castle?
Urquhart Castle.
There's 1,157 reported official sightings. Okay, so I guess there's only been 2 sightings this year. One was above land, and then one was a sonar image, which we're gonna talk to the guy that got that later. But this is the above land.
That's definitely just a log or a duck.
Like looks like a duck. They shot this in like 240p. So this is the sonar image, which this looks crazy. This looks like it might be the Loch Ness Monster. So first, I just wanted to see if people in the area actually believe in this. Excuse me, guys. Have you seen a Loch Ness Monster anywhere around?
We thought she saw it.
Really? Do you guys believe it could be out there?
I think it's dead.
No, nothing.
Probably.
There may be a creature here. There's no dinosaur here.
Excuse me, guys. Would you happen to be locals to the area?
Yeah.
We're making a video about the Loch Ness Monster. Do a lot of the locals believe in it, or is it kind of like you guys think it's a tourist thing?
Yeah, but there is something. There is something strange.
I think there is something.
Something, just not like a giant
It's
monster.
not a monster. It's probably an eel or a sturgeon or something.
Well, more of a creature than a monster.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking,
There's
honestly.
definitely a creature.
There was
Nope.
somebody going up the loch a few weeks ago and they had a reading of something underwater,
Yeah.
but they couldn't say what it was.
See
A lot of
something.
people that live around Foyers Way, they say they see things, and it was a regular thing, they would see strange things.
Yeah.
But ripples in the water and unexplained, calm 1 minute and then all of a sudden everything's going mad.
Do you guys know anyone else that like knows a lot about it, or is
Steve's the man.
Steve's the man?
He's been here for donkey's years.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, guys.
Well, yeah, thank you. It's kind of weird. I think a lot of people believe there's like some sort of creature. They just don't believe it's like the dinosaur.
Do dinosaurs even survive in cold water?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know what it is. And just as we were about to leave, we found something.
Look. That looks like the Nessie sighting.
Oh, shoot.
That literally does.
Wait, I'm gonna snap a photo. Look, wait, hold on. This is mine. This is theirs. That's just the stick. We found it.
We've just disproved one of the sightings this year
The
already.
most recent sighting. Because of the sighting that looked exactly like a stick in the water, I wanted to test this theory a little bit more to see if the other sightings were possibly also logs.
Where's the mussels
This
gone?
is what David Goggins was talking about when he said, "Who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the logs? It's this f***ing log."
Low-key, this looks like half the sightings that have been reported.
Yeah, we looked through like probably 100 of the sightings, and they low-key look exactly like this. Log theory is, I guess it kind of proves it, but yeah, then there's the sonars. So far, we figured out that not many people think this is a dinosaur, and a lot of the above water sightings are probably just logs. We now had a lot of leads, but the best move was to first go to the Loch Ness Center where they had done by far the most research. And after driving all the way around the loch, we finally made it to the center, where before talking to some of the experts, they showed us a little bit more of the history, including, I guess, an accurate representation of what the Loch Ness Monster looks like. This is footage of me when I find the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah. You're gonna make us rich.
Give me my 50 grand.
So if you find it, are you guys gonna kill it or what?
No, just wrestle it. To prove that I'm the superior. The history all starts with this lady named Aldie McKay and how she saw it about 90 years ago in this exact building, and she didn't want any publicity for it. But the most iconic photo, what made this whole thing popular, they told me that was just a fake submarine toy. Many of the other photos, they told me were edited. There were even footprints found that were planted by this guy with a foot stamp. There were people that went down in submarines, but really didn't see anything, except for one of the guys getting flipped 180 degrees around by something. That sounds terrifying. It seemed like most of the evidence was fake. A lot of the sightings looked like logs, but this is when we finally learned about the sonar sightings.
We were out doing our first official deployment of this holographic camera when this came up on the screen. Yeah, it's definitely unexplainable at the moment.
So it seemed like there had been multiple sonar sightings, but I wanted to see how they actually were getting these. So we went down to one of the sonar boats where the most recent sighting was captured, so we could see how it works for ourselves.
If we all
get straws and we start drinking until we get to the bottom, and then we can see if there's a Loch Ness Monster.
Medicinal purposes, the whiskey, of course.
I think they're stupid.
Do you know, this year we've only had, 2 reports of monsters being seen this year so far? Back in April, some people were on the castle there behind us, and they looked down here on a calm day, just like today actually, and they saw that a head.
That's just the stick. We found it.
The other one was taken at the end of Loch Ness behind us a couple of weeks ago just.
And this is where we were finally able to figure out how they got this most recent sight.
This is an echo sounder. What it does is it tracks the depth for us.
And if like anything was below us right now, it would show up on the screen.
Yes, this is live on the bottom below us now. If we were to sail our way over the top of the Loch Ness Monster right now, we would see it on that screen. And the way it's going to look for us, well, it's going to be a big red dot, and the little red dots are fish.
Is there any like creatures from the ocean that managed to get in here?
There is. So things like the salmon and the sea trout, will come in. And about 10 days ago, I saw a seal swimming about in Loch Ness. So smaller things can come in, but not like a big whale or anything.
How many years have you been sailing out here?
11 years sailing out here, yeah. So that red dot maybe 3 times in 11 years.
What do you think the red dots have been?
Unidentified sonar contact. That's what I wouldn't say it's a monster because I don't know it's a monster, unless you physically grab it out of the water and see it.
Is it usually pretty low when you see the dots, or like higher up?
Higher up. Usually it's been in the top 50 meters.
How often do you see like logs floating that look Loch Ness like?
We do. When we have times of flood.
Loch Ness Monster.
Very good.
He's been practicing that one for a while.
Yeah. I thought of that one like
Stored that away for a while.
I've had that one for years.
What do you reckon, Gavin, after that? Are you more sold of there being a monster, or?
I mean, honestly, yeah.
It's a really big lake. It could be hiding anywhere.
It's huge, and they've seen a red dot multiple times. I thought it was just like once or twice. We'll let you know if we find anything.
Yeah,
Steve's the guy. Do you think Steve knows the most?
He's the man, yeah. He's the man who knows. So he'll be able to explain.
So we now knew how the sonar works. Some of the sightings are logs, and not many people think it's a dinosaur. But we still weren't able to figure out what these sonar sightings were, especially one from 2 weeks ago. The captain didn't even really know, so we still had to talk to the guy that captured the image. And I also didn't know why so many people were telling me to talk to the Steve guy. So the first plan was to find Steve. We've just got to Steve's house. Steve! Where are you, Steve?
Searching for Nessie since 1991? Lies. Where is he?
Steve, our hope is gone. That leaves some questions. Why has he retired? He found it in Gravity Falls. There's like an old man that always talks about the Loch Ness Monster, and he lives like near where it is. And it turns out he built a machine, and he's inside, and he is the Loch Ness Monster. I think Steve is the Loch Ness Monster.
Once we find Steve, we confront him.
Hey, Steve, do you have any background in engineering, maybe metalworking? Yeah. Putting together large devices? Maybe submarines? Steve is the Loch Ness Monster! Don't try to convince me! Steve, where's the Loch Ness Monster? We know it's you! Unfortunately, Steve was a dead end. He wasn't there, he retired. But honestly, the only person that really mattered was Sean, the man that captured this sonar image just 2 weeks ago. If there was anyone that could give us the most up-to-date and best evidence yet, it would be him.
Hello world, my name is Sean Sloggy.
This guy called Sean Sloggy noticed on his sonar an extraordinary image.
I've worked for a company called Cruise Loch Ness for the last 9 years, and that's doing tours out on this huge, vast loch, which is very much unexplored. And what lives in the loch is still a big mystery. Us doing the cruise out in the loch, we're using sonar, so I get the opportunity to actually see what's under the water. A couple of weeks ago, I took the boat out, not too far out from here actually. All of a sudden, I seen something on the sonar. Normally, things we get on the sonar look like it's a croissant shape, but they're kind of quite small. When you look at the screen, they're about that size. This thing was double that and double the width. So it had this like large body, like a neck which was thinner, 2 fins and like a tail.
Do you believe the sonar sighting was the Loch Ness Monster?
Oh, it's got to be something.
Yeah.
If it's the Loch Ness Monster, like if everyone says it's a long neck creature, the police have saw, that's the sort of image that's engraved into everyone's mind, which scientists say couldn't be possible. There's not enough food in the loch. Well, when I seen that contact on the sonar and it was that exact shape.
Yeah, we saw the shape.
You know,
it is pretty
you
crazy.
can put 1 and 1 together and get 55 sometimes, but the chances of that happening, the same shape, the same sort of story, all the surface sightings, it just adds more evidence.
This was interesting because most people seem to think it was some sort of animal, like a giant eel or something. But Sean did kind of think it was a dinosaur-type creature, and he had even more evidence to back this up.
They did a DNA test in the Loch University from New Zealand, Otago. The probably strangest thing that they found was a creature that predates the dinosaurs. It's called a lamprey. So there's that theory about the dinosaurs. That's all predates dinosaurs. So there's something older than dinosaurs living in the loch. But the last DNA testing that they did, they found, well, the strangest thing in my opinion, they found was 480 codes of DNA that was inconclusive.
But you might be asking, how did this massive dinosaur creature get in here? Well, he has an answer for that too.
I had various emails from experts. One of the experts was a gentleman that he's actually sent me like a map, and he's confirmed that there's a huge underwater cave that goes from just underneath Abriken all the way around and out to the North Sea. Things can come in and out of that loch, and I was like, well, funny enough, there was a seal in the loch the other day, and that's really opened up my perspective of, you know, there is a bigger entry into this loch that was very much unknown about.
And finally, he had one theory on how we might find Nessie.
Thought that we are all looking for this creature in the daytime. How many creatures live in the sea, in the ocean, or even on this planet that are nocturnal? It's light sensitive, so there's a huge thing that nobody's ever even perhaps thought of.
Well, yeah, that's basically it, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, mate.
So maybe Sean was onto something by looking at night. Maybe we could find the Loch Ness Monster and prove this once and for all. So we waited until night and then headed back to the loch. Me and Nathan actually made up a rap. Remember to do the ad-libs, a UK drill rap. Ready for this? I run up on him, then I shank him. Drop his pants, then I wank him. Bend him over, then I spank him. Shake his hand, then I thank him.
Thank you, good sir.
Okay, well, here's the loch. It looks a lot different at night. You probably can't see it at all on camera. You could actually, that's a great place to kill someone. Put them in the loch.
Is that why we're here?
For my competition, Ellie.
Switching
Switching to the night vision camera. This looks like a found footage film. This is crazy.
Can it see me?
Yep.
Can it see me?
Okay. I actually am starting to see why people don't look at night.
Yeah, because it's pitch black and you can't see 5 feet in front of you.
Well, yeah, we tried the night vision as well as flashlights, and I really underestimated how dark it was. It was pitch black. But let's break this down real quick. First off, my impressions before coming here, I thought it was small. I thought there's no way it exists. I was wrong. This place is huge. I no longer think it's just a log. I think a lot of the sightings are logs. So basically, we know it's more than a log. It could be a sturgeon, eel, or seal that is just abnormally large and got to the loch through a river, or I guess an underwater cave. Or maybe, just maybe, it's an unidentified species creature that we don't know about that's thousands of years old and has yet to be caught. But they're gonna keep researching using newer and newer technology. So what do you guys think? At 2 million, I'm collabing with Sam and Colby. Subscribe. Follow my Instagram. If this video gets 50,000 likes, we're gonna find someone with a sonar boat and we're gonna go out at night. Go watch Ellie. She's made 2 Loch Ness Monster videos. What mystery, what adventure, what quest should I go on next?